Manager asks me to motivate an employee into doing a job he doesn't like. This happened around mid-2006. I was a low-level team leader in a tech consulting company. I was in charge of 2 teams of 3 each. The client was a bank. If you've ever worked with a bank, you know that technology moves pretty slowly on a bank. For instance, the project we worked at was in Java 1.3. That got deprecated in March 6. One of the guys in my team, let's call him Max Powers, was the kind of guy that's always trying to be on the cutting edge of everything. And we had him working on the project, and he asked several times to migrate the project to a newer version of Java or be assigned to a project with more up-to-date tech. He just was assigned to this one. But I couldn't do any of those things. I knew he was unmotivated because of this. And I was also pretty bummed about having to work with outdated technology. So we both started researching open source tools to use in the company that were cutting edge and proposed some improvements to our manager. He liked the idea, so he formed a task force to create tools for the company. The task force was Max and myself. However, this was a side job. Our main responsibilities were still on the bank project. One day, on a team, project leaders and managers meeting, we were talking about desired and undesired rotation, people leaving the company, and how to stop it. I brought Max's case up, saying that having someone extremely focused on cutting-edge tech doing boring outdated stuff was probably the recipe to undesired rotation. The manager said, "You're wrong. This is totally desired rotation. We want people motivated to work here. He's not." I said, "But he's not because you're unwilling to move it to a project with better tech. Plus, he's one of our best assets by a mile. He's doing the work of 23 people and the task force. We wouldn't want him to leave. It would be a problem." Then manager said, "Then it's your fault. You have to motivate him better." I stopped arguing. To me, Max leaving was totally a case of undesired rotation. It was a problem to my planning and, furthermore, it was losing someone whom I saw as one of the top assets available in the company. But the manager said that I needed to motivate Max better. Cue malicious compliance. So I did. I motivated him to get the hell out of the company. He wasn't going to be allowed to work in cutting-edge projects there. He found a new and exciting job in no time. He's a millionaire now. He got called by Google to interview with them. He rejected the offer. He could have been retired by age 38. But he kept on working because he still loves what he does. We struggled to cover him. We had to hire 2 more devs and the task force came to an end. I couldn't do it just by myself and the rest of the devs weren't as interested in it. TLDR. Manager told me to motivate a bored employee without tending to the underlying problem at the company. I motivate him to leave the company. Edit, changed, cutting-edge companies, for cutting-edge projects. One day, managers were talking about undesired rotation, people leaving the company, and how to stop it. I brought Max up. Then manager said, "It's your fault. You have to motivate him better." Bitch. What do you think this exact meeting is about in the first place? In my stint as a director, manager, I basically had to do that. One guy was fresh out of college and had pursued a master's degree in his own time. But we were working on old mainframe systems. I straight out told him to find a position that fed his passion and interest. He did, and I am glad. I couldn't convince him to name his kids after me though. One of my favorite quitting as MC variants I've seen on here. Nicely done. I was half expecting your motivation to be to pay him the salary of the 23 people that he was worth. But I doubt that's something you could have done unilaterally. You did him a huge favor. Based on this story, you are a good leader. I hope that you are working on that capacity. Yip. I have given people the support they need to work out what's best for them. And that often isn't staying and hating their role. Never felt a scintilla of guilt about it. Even if I did then have resource shortages. If you make people come first, life is generally better. No company cares about the people and would sack you in a heartbeat if it suited them. And you stayed? I'm amazed. I was expecting you to follow him out the door, smiley face. Did you also do your own, undesired rotation? It seems you were ripe for it. The manager said, "You're wrong. This is totally desired rotation. We want people motivated to work here." He's not. By that definition, any rotation is desired rotation. Anybody that leaves is clearly not motivated to work there. I'm so glad that this went where I would have taken it myself. The only correct response was to motivate him to leave the company. Kudos to you. Undesired rotation means quitting? I hate corpo speak to the depths of my soul. Excellent MC.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.